Welcome to Daily Royal News. Stick around until the end of the video to hear what regular people think about this story. Prince Harry's Spare, the unprecedented story that broke sales records on day one. According to the publishers, Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, which went on sale in the UK from midnight last night, is expected to become the fastest-selling non-fiction book ever, with long lines of eager readers forming outside bookstores. The Duke of Sussex, who has given many promotional interviews worldwide, is said to have sold 400,000 copies of his autobiography in hardback, ebook, and audio formats on the first day of its release. According to Sky News, Larry Finlay, the managing director of Transworld Penguin Random House, made the following statement: "We always knew this book would fly, but it is exceeding even our most bullish expectations. As far as we know, the only books to have sold more in their first day are those starring the other Harry Potter." Last week, Prince Harry's book, which had been highly anticipated and was ghostwritten, was mistakenly made available early in Spain, causing journalists to quickly obtain copies in order to report on its contents before it was removed from sale. In the book, which was ghostwritten, Harry describes his feelings of sadness and loss following the passing of his mother, Princess Diana, as well as his conflicts with his brother Prince William. He also expresses his disappointment at being in the role of heir to the throne, living in the shadow of his elder sibling who is next in line for the crown. The contents of the book, which include many revelations and accusations, have already been widely reported in the media. He criticizes the tabloid press for their coverage, which he finds offensive, disrespectful, and inaccurate, stating that his family was not welcoming towards his wife Meghan and accusing some members of the royal family, including his stepmother Camilla, of leaking information to the media in order to improve their public image. Buckingham Palace has not made any official statements regarding the accusations. However, individuals associated with the monarchy have offered an alternative perspective, mostly without revealing their identities. Harry's revelation of deep-seated conflicts within the Windsor family, as well as personal information about his mental well-being, past experiences with drugs and sex, and 10 years of military service, has garnered significant attention from the media. Spare is already a top-selling book on Amazon's UK website, where it is being offered at a discounted price, and it is predicted to be one of the most successful books of the year. According to John Cotterill, a nonfiction buyer at Waterstones bookstore chain, Spare is one of the biggest pre-order titles of the last decade for Waterstones. Caroline Lennon, a retail worker, was present at a Waterstones branch in central London at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, waiting for the store to open. She said, "I did expect a queue. Unfortunately, there's no queue. I'm just by myself. I want to read because I like the royal family and I don't care what anybody says. People will criticize that. I don't care because I like the royal family and I like Harry and Meghan." The reception to the interview has not been universally positive, as evidenced by the fact that the number of viewers who tuned in to watch Harry's interview on ITV was lower than the number of viewers who watched the BBC drama Happy Valley at the same time. However, it should be noted that the interview has since been broadcast in 77 territories around the world. According to ITV Studios, Harry interviewed with South African television channel Mnet, and the interview will be available in 54 territories as part of a Pan-African deal. Additionally, he also did 3 more interviews leading up to the publication of his book, including with Anderson Cooper for 60 Minutes on CBS News and Michael Strahan of Good Morning America, which have already been broadcasted. A new episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert on CBS is scheduled to air in the early morning of Wednesday in the UK. Here are some of the comments from other people that have heard this story. One person said, "The fastest-selling non-fiction book of all time on its first day, H&M winning big time." Another said, "Some people must have money to waste." Another put, "Given the extraordinary number of proven inaccuracies and terminological inexactitudes in the book, it can hardly be classified anymore as a work of non-fiction." Another said, "The audio and ebook were being given away for free." And another, "I'm keeping the money in my own pocket." Let us know what you think in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking this video and subscribing if you enjoyed this content, and click this video on the right to watch the next hot news story about the royals.